Welcome to this investigative explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something totally fascinating, the highly classified recruitment process to become a human intelligence officer at CSIS. We're going to look at actual, redacted call transcripts and source documents to reveal exactly what it takes to become Canada's top intelligence gatherer. I mean, picture a Hollywood spy noir, right? Dark rooms, high-stakes conversations. But this isn't a movie. This is the real, incredibly grueling vetting process used to select the people who will literally operate in the shadows to protect national security. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so first, we need to establish the stakes here, because they are immediate. From the absolute second you apply, you are bound by this strict veil of secrecy. Look at this quote from the official CSIS Candidate Information Guide. It shows that discretion is an instant, non-negotiable requirement. Before you even secure an interview, you're instructed to silence your digital footprint. You can only talk about this with your spouse or close family, nobody else. Basically, you're stepping into a clandestine world before you even land the job.
Part 1. The Interview Interrogation.
We're going to bypass the boring resume stuff and plunge you straight into the initial screening call. The documents show this rapid-fire sequence of questions perfectly designed to test a candidate's composure under pressure. And the interrogation doesn't begin with a friendly, hey, how are you doing today? No, it starts with clinical, operational security. Can you confirm you're in a private location where you can speak freely and without interruption? Instantly, that sets a really tense atmosphere. The recruiter is testing your environmental awareness right off the bat. If you're taking this call in a coffee shop, you've probably already failed.
And then, notice how fast they pivot to uncovering your true motivations. They ask, what attracted you to apply for this position? They really want to know why you're drawn to this complex, ambiguous, and honestly often dangerous world of human intelligence. Are you just looking for an adrenaline rush, or do you have a grounded commitment to their actual mandate?
Next up, what can you tell me about the mandate and role of the organization in your own words? Now, they definitely aren't looking for a textbook definition here. They want to see if you genuinely comprehend the gravity of protecting national security. Based on the source documents, candidates are expected to fully understand the CSIS Act and intelligence priorities. They need to hear you articulate the dark realities of things like espionage, foreign interference, and terrorism completely in your own voice.
Which brings us to a really crucial point in the interview. The recruiter specifically asks, what is your understanding of the human intelligence officer role? They're checking to make sure you know this absolutely isn't the desk job. You'll be identifying, developing, recruiting, and handling human sources. You're going to be a regional investigator out there connecting with people, extracting raw intelligence, and managing extreme risk in the field, all while respecting the rule of law.
Then they ask something like, are you finishing your master's degree soon? It sounds casual, right? But notice how the recruiter is weaving in these specific timeline checks. By asking about your degree completion, they're gauging how your real life aligns with their rigorous entry training schedule. It's actually a very subtle way of testing your current commitments, just to see if you're ready to vanish into their intensive 20-week training course in Ottawa.
Now, this next question really illustrates the pressure cooker environment. Looking at your overall education and work experience, why do you think your profile is a good fit for the position, and how does it align with your career goals? They are forcing you to instantly connect your past to a highly classified future. Human intelligence officers need this very unique blend of critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and resilience. The recruiter wants to hear exactly how your past struggles have forged you into someone who can handle the absolute ambiguity of espionage.
Then we hit a massive test of global awareness. Can you provide an example of a geopolitical event from the past year that you believe is related to the organization's mandate? Candidates have to seamlessly link foreign conflicts, state-sponsored cyber attacks, or transnational repression directly to domestic security threats. Ask yourself, could you connect those dots on the spot? Because if you can't link global volatility to the safety of the homeland, you just can't be an effective intelligence officer.
They also ask, do you speak any additional languages? In the world of espionage, linguistic versatility isn't just a nice little bonus on your resume, it is a critical operational tool. The source documents highlight that living abroad and interacting with different cultures is a huge asset. Speaking another language is your key to infiltrating networks, building trust, and gathering the raw intelligence that actually protects the nation.
How does this starting salary range compare to your current salary? Oh yeah, they bring up the financial reality right away. The documents state there's a developmental salary cap of around $106,000 during the initial program. So this question is basically a psychological stress test. Are you willing to take a pay cut for the mission? They have to know your primary driver is protecting national security, not making a ton of money.
which, by the way, is vital when you're a potential target for foreign bribery.
The interrogation finally concludes by flipping the spotlight. Do you have any questions regarding the information package, training requirements, travel, or security requirements? The recruiter is checking if you've meticulously analyzed the incredibly grueling requirements you're about to face. Have you read the fine print about mandatory relocations across Canada? Do you get that you'll be completely unreachable for periods of time? It's a final check of your situational awareness.
Part 2. Physical and Psychological Trials. So, surviving that intense interview? That's literally only the beginning. Next, we uncover the physical toll required to build the perfect intelligence officer. Your senses have to be flawless. The source material explains exactly why. You need perfect color vision to rapidly distinguish visual tradecraft signals. Your field of vision must be wide enough for constant situational awareness, because recognizing a subtle warning light or hearing a whispered threat in a noisy room can quite literally mean the difference between life and death.
And ask yourself if you have what it takes to pass their mobility test. During the assessment center, you have to start a clock, sprint 250 meters, and vault over a 1.4-meter fence, all in under 3 minutes. It's a gritty reminder that fieldwork isn't just about reading reports at a desk. It often demands explosive physical escapes from hostile environments.
And the psychological vetting? It's relentless. You face a rigorous interview with a clinical psychologist, but what's truly chilling is the explicit warning right in the official job description. This position may entail exposure to abhorrent material. They have to actively ensure your mind won't fracture when confronted with the absolute darkest, most disturbing elements of human nature.
Part 3. Top Secret Clearance Process. Now we enter the clearance funnel. This is a methodical, deeply invasive background check designed to strip away every secret you have ever kept. This is not your standard corporate background check. This is the pathway to an enhanced top secret clearance. Your entire past is put on trial. It's a daunting waiting game that can take anywhere from 6 months to over a year. Your credit history is ripped open to make sure you aren't vulnerable to financial blackmail. They put your history, your finances, and your very physiology under a government microscope to ensure your integrity is absolute.
And look at the incredible strictness of the polygraph directive. The candidate guide explicitly forbids applicants from doing any internet research on how a polygraph works. You can't read books about it, you can't talk to people who have taken one. If you research the testing methods, you jeopardize your entire career before it even begins. It just proves that total obedience and secrecy begin long before you're officially hired.
Part 4. Travel Bans and Restrictions. Finally, let's talk about the permanent personal sacrifices a recruit makes, surrendering their everyday freedoms for national security. Becoming an intelligence officer immediately shrinks your globe. The directives clearly state that any personal travel to or even transit through places like the People's Republic of China and Russia is strictly prohibited. Setting foot in hostile geopolitical territories instantly transforms you from a tourist into a high-value, vulnerable target for foreign intelligence. The reality of intelligence work also means total behavioral control. While some substances might be totally legal for civilians, the agency mandates strict adherence to their directive on substance use. You have to refrain from any recreational cannabis and alcohol use for a full 24 hours before reporting for safety-sensitive duties. There is absolutely zero room for impairment when you're out there handling highly classified human sources.
This explainer really proves that becoming a spy is a grueling, life-altering sacrifice. From the intense psychological interrogation to the demanding physical trials, the invasive polygraph, and the permanent restrictions on your personal freedom, it leaves us to wonder, who among us could truly endure this process and thrive in the shadows? If you found this explainer interesting, please like and subscribe.